Pro Family channel. If you have not subscribed, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
Lastly, Honourable President, what do you have against white people in South Africa? Every time there's something wrong, you blame the white people of South Africa. You're using the white people of South Africa as a smokescreen to hide your own inabilities and incompetencies. That is what you are doing. You must say where you stand with the white people of South Africa. Are you then surprised, Honourable President,
on the point of
to
order,
have 11 people murdered in this month alone on our farms? Did you say anything about that?
Honourable Member, your time has
It is
expired.
a shame. I say it is a shame.
Honourable
that you
Member,
must stop
your time has expired.
misusing white people for your own inabilities.
I don't think it helps to jump into affirmative action, and black economic empowerment do not demonstrate hatred to white people. They are aimed at ensuring the achievement of true reconciliation in the country based on the Constitution of the Republic. The Constitution joins us to heal the divisions of the past and to establish a society based on democratic values, social justice, and fundamental human rights. Radical economic transformation, of which affirmative action and BEE form a part of healing the divisions of the past. White compatriots will be part of this process, as it will assist us to achieve a truly united, non-racial, and prosperous South Africa. I think, Honourable Member, it would be wise to disabuse yourself from the tendency that when we talk about land and we talk about those who own land, you think it is because of hatred. It's not true. We are just stating a fact that massive stretches of land are owned by few, and they form part of the economic base, the land. We need to correct this, because if we don't correct it, you know, the areas that used to be called reserved, where Africans in particular were pushed to, the population has been growing and the land is not growing. And it's a problem. It's a problem that we need to tackle. If we don't, I think we'll be not working for our future that is peaceful, because we will be saying there are people who must live without any land when there is a land in the country. And we have said we are not going to act like in other parts of the world. We have a constitution, we have the law. It is going to be between or within the parameters of the law that we are going to address this matter. It does not display hatred. It's not. We are saying this problem must be resolved. We cannot resolve it. Because if we don't, it could explode one day. The responsible leadership today must find a way to avoid that situation. So I don't think it helps to jump into phrases that if somebody talks about the land hunger, then is hating the whites. And how else could you describe those who own the land? How do you describe them if you don't say what happened? We are not even talking about the history, what happened. Many of those people did not buy the land, and we don't want to talk about that. We now know that as settlers arrived, there were people who were distributing land. And there are specific histories we know. We don't want to talk about that. That's why we just talk about correcting the past. Because we can give details what happened. Many people died. That's not the point we want to talk about. If we were driven by hatred, we will be saying, this is what happened. We are not just saying, let us find a way, a formula to solve this problem. That's all. There is no hatred. Some of us have been taught by our organization not to be racist, to know that we all belong here. But we all need enough space to live together, to be able to feel that we are indeed citizens. So I just want you to disabuse you from always when you come here, you say this is racialism. It's not. It's not. I just thought it's important to stress this point because I think it's a careless discussion. I'm just saying, please disabuse yourself from, instead of debating the issue so that we find a common agreed solutions, you point at the color. We are avoiding to point at the color. But we are describing the situation, as it were, with an aim that we should find a solution for the country. That is what we are doing. And we are not going to stop by saying you hate the whites. No, it was not true. It's not true. I've worked with the whites. There were whites who were in the struggle, were in the trenches together. I've not been with them there. If I was racist, they were my comrades. We lived together. We in the ANC have gone beyond the feelings of racism, far beyond it, even before 1994. That's not the issue.
Pete Groeneveld was trying to make a stupid argument with Jacob Zuma while he was still a president. Although now he's still a president of a political organization called MK. But then when he warned Pete Groeneveld in parliament, who was always complaining that what is it that Jacob Zuma was looking for from white people? Why he hate white people? Those were Pete van Groeneveld's words. But lately that he knows, it's just that some people, they easily forget. Pete should have asked himself, why did we hate black people to make them slaves in their own country, South Africa? He didn't ask himself that question. He was part of that apartheid regime. And he was taking part in most of the things. And they even created this Oriano. Now they want a state in a state that is called Oriano, whereby only white people have to stay there. No other nationality should stay there except for Afrikaners, apartheid Afrikaners. So you ask yourself, why this man is so brutal but what I like about Jacob Zuma, he crushed this racist man to zero. He made him understand that the number of people, the population is growing, but the land is not growing. And the minority are the only people who are holding on the land, while the majority of South Africans have got no land to build on, to make business on, to do a lot of things, because land is everything. You can attach land and get a loan from the bank. You can build your house. You can farm in a land. You can do a lot. Land is, that's why when Afrikaners get in South Africa, the first thing that they stole and rape our people was land. He has forgotten all those things. But Zuma didn't want to remind him. Zuma was very patient. He tried to sweet talk him and do it in a diplomatic way. That was Jacob Zuma. And he crushed him to zero. Because this apartheid racism that is going on in South Africa, this unequal society in South Africa, it's still going on to date. And the world has also talked about it, that South Africa is the most unequal nation. I don't know what Groeneveld is looking for. They do as they please. I wish one day he will understand that black people, they really need land. Jacob Zuma was still a member of ANC. And now he has opened his own political party called MK. And what they really want in parliament in this year 2024, the first debate is about land. They want Africans to get, more special South African, to get their land back. Because the population is growing, but the land is not growing. It's always in the minority of South Africans. He doesn't feel ashamed to stand right in parliament and ask Jacob Zuma why he hates her. And Zuma answered him properly, and he crushed him to zero because he was trying to be brave over nothing. Family, what do you think about this conversation that went on in parliament and how Zuma responded to Groeneveld? Leave your comment respectfully, and make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share. I love you all. Ngimthanda ngothando luka love. Gitiguni, bravo, bravo.